Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kevin Sipe, and this tonight is the Sqribble training call with the Deal webinars. We're going to get started here in just a little bit. Welcome, welcome. We're going to give people a little bit more time. Everybody seems to come in like 1 minute after the hour, and then they start piling in. But welcome. We got people from all around the world. We'll get started here in a little bit. Tonight, we're going to actually work on collaboration with the new ebook that we're all doing. And also we'll do some editing and we'll show you guys some of the system, how it works. I think this is going to be a great idea because many of you that are brand new in the system will get a feel and a taste of how the system works as we're building something. And we're going to collaborate together. So just stay tuned. We're going to walk through it tonight. I think you're going to learn quite a bit. Hang on 1 second. I got to take a drink here. It's been a long day. And of course, like I said, we got people from all around the world. Yvonne, I think you're the furthest away. You're all the way in Dublin. Wow. All right, Deborah. All right. We got a lot to show you guys tonight. We did get a lot prepared, and this is going to be a training learning process as we go forward. We're all going to be formatting and learning as we go. And I have to tell you, as an old programmer myself, I know the systems that we used in the past, and this is kind of what I do now is when I write a book or whatever I'm doing, you have to throw something against the wall to start out, and you don't know what you're doing. A lot of times you think, oh man, what am I going to do? How am I going to start this thing? And one time you may do this, you may upload images the first thing, the next time you may do content the first thing. Everybody has their own style, but you do have to get started somewhere. Lately, what I've done is I like to get the images ready and I upload them in the system, and then I kind of play with it because it gives me a visual, and then I can run with it from there. Other people, of course, write the content first and do that. So like I said, everybody has a different format, but what we're going to do with this collaboration, I think it's kind of cool. Now, Sqribble is such a great system that we're going to actually, like I said, we're going to get into a lot of the tools within, and we're going to start writing this book, this ghost story. And we got a lot of pages. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow people that want to be involved within the system. So you're all going to have a login. You're all going to be able to have your own book. And we're going to create rules as we go forward. We have to, because when we have so many people in the system, we can't have myself or anybody else jumping into someone's ebook and doing the edits or anything like that. So each one of us will have a book. So I'm going to get started on that. We're going to give it a little bit more time. A lot of people still coming in. So I'll give it a few more minutes until I really jump into that. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea how we're going to get started with the collaboration. And like I said, we're learning as we go. And this is the only way you can do it. The only way, you can make something happen is you create on the fly. So as we go forward, as we're writing the books and there's X amount of people in there, we're all going to learn because, the systems are only so smart, and we have to go in there and kind of make the systems work around the details that we put to it. So, the Sqribble is one of the best systems out there for us to be able to do this. I don't know if anybody else is doing something like this. I don't think many people have tried it. It's going to be daunting because think about it. If we have 10, 20, 30 people all writing an ebook, everybody may have a little bit different style, and that doesn't matter. So we're just going to be able to add it. We're going to have editors within the system. And like I said, we have to have some rules in there, of course, or it wouldn't work if we didn't. So we have to really have a structure, so to speak, as we go forward. And I'll jump into the system here real quick, and you guys will kind of see what we're doing. We have a demo book within, and we're going to start building it because this is a new system. So we have to rebuild the book, which won't be hard, but we do have to do it. And as we do it, you guys will be able to see how we're uploading pictures, how we're adding content, how we're doing the formatting, all that. And I have to tell you, information sells. Oh my God, does it sell. With Sqribble, you guys can do so much, not just writing ebooks, but you can, do presentations. You can do all sorts of different things. And of course, Adil has his new program out there, Presenter. Make sure if you can, go get a copy of that. That is simply amazing. Sqribble is fantastic. It has some things that Presenter doesn't quite have, but then again, Presenter has many things that Sqribble doesn't have. Now, with both of them, they both are married very well together. So I love Presenter. I do. I love Sqribble. They both work really, really well. And as we go forward, we'll start mixing and matching. But for now, we're just working with the Sqribble system, of course. Okay, it's only 6:06. We're going to give it a few more minutes. Welcome to the call. This is Kevin for the new people that just jumped on. So just hang on there. We'll get started. And I'm getting some questions in there. Yes, thank you. People have new content coming to me. Edine, welcome. See, you're in the house. Good. All right, Lynn, thank you. Percy, welcome. John, welcome. Nancy, Steve. Oh, my, I can't name everybody, but welcome everybody. So we'll get started here in just a little bit. So just hang on there. Whoever, who's bought Presenter so far? Everybody that's in the crowd here, please let me know if you went over and looked at Presenter and if you purchased that baby. All right, fantastic. Oh, all right. Ooh, the team. Go, baby. Oh, yeah. I love it. On and on and on. Fantastic, you guys. God, everybody in the house has just about got it. That tells you something, doesn't it? Tells you that Adil writes great software, functional software that people actually use, and it stands the test of time. There's so much software out there that, it all they do is blow hot air. But I love these systems. And I have to say, I've been doing these for 20 years, and good software is hard to find. Sqribble and Presenter are top of the line. There's no doubt about it. They functionally work great. They're made to, really create money. They're going to be printing money for many of us here as we go forward. Still got people coming aboard. Welcome. We're going to get started in 2 more minutes at 6:10. We'll get started here. But wonderful. I'm glad all you guys got Presenter. This is on fire. Very cool. Very cool. Like I said, this is a Sqribble training only, but I just had to ask that. So keep working in Presenter. It's so new. Presenter is so new, and they're hitting great big records in selling it. I think he's the number one guy within ClickBank selling it, which is totally amazing. That's a big feat. You have to think about it. The world's a very big place, and Adil's came in here several times and broken some major records. So, we're very, very lucky to be part of the team. And I just I'm amazed by what it can do. Both Sqribble and Presenter. I've used them both, so I'm ready to start making some money. And I'm going to start doing this more full time. I'm just so busy with some of my other consulting and things like that, and I'm traveling and doing other things, and it gets tiresome. I'd rather stay at home and be a little lazier and make a lot more money. But nowadays, you really have to make a lot of money, so we got to all get in the act here. Okay, we're going to get started. It's late enough. Welcome, everybody. Once again, people just came in. This is Kevin for Sqribble training tonight. And what we're going to talk about tonight, of course, is we are going to get into the collaboration of the ebook that we're all making, the Ghost ebook. And of course, Adil is the headliner within the Ghost book. And we're going to get started. And we had the Ghost ebook in another system, another Sqribble system. We weren't able to carry it over. So we're creating a new master copy. So we're going to go in there and we're going to completely start setting it up. Let me show you. We're going to jump in there right now. I'm going into projects. Oh, let me go back real quick. For the new people here, I kind of want to walk you through it. It'll just take a sec. So what you're going to do, of course, when you first come in, you're going to go to templates. You're going to choose your template, of course, and just give it a second. The computer's actually a little faster than usual here tonight. So you're going to go into the templates. You're going to pick one of your templates. You're going to say use. And like I said, I just kind of want to show you guys what you're doing. We're going to make it easy on you, though, for the collaboration. So when you're writing a book, you're going to hit your templates. Then you're going to go in here. You can view it. you can say use. If you hit use, of course, it's going to pull up, and you're going to have your book to start writing, start throwing images in there, and start going. And I use several of these, and I think I use this one right here. I used a bunch. God, there's so many. I use this one right here. So you guys kind of get the idea. So anyway, you're going to pick a template, and then you're going to go forward. And we're going to get into the editing as we go forward with this. So I'm going to go back to projects. And I'm going to show you guys. Okay, now thank God we have Lynn and we have Percy. Lynn and Percy are going to help us out. They're going to be editors within the system starting out. And as we go forward, you know, we're going to be teaching ourselves. We're going to be teaching each other. So if you guys have any, you know, great ideas, throw it at us. We're going to give you an email. So I'm going to put this in the chat box, and I want you guys to send an email saying you want to be part of the collaboration software. And one of us will go in there, and we're going to create a copy for you here. We're going to put your name on it, and we're going to say it's like, and I know Tracy's in the house here. And Tracy, welcome, welcome. And Tracy wants to be part of the collaboration. And I just wrote her an email. And what I'm doing is I'm going to give her access to the system. I'm going to give her the username and the password. And we're going to create another one that'll say Tracy. So just for the sake of it right now, I'm going to create one. But Tracy, when I send this to you, it's not ready yet. You're going to have to give us a day or two at least. We're going to go in there and get the book completely done. So I'm going to make one for you right now, Tracy, but we're going to actually delete it. But I just want to show people what it's going to look like. So let's just say right here, I have right here the working master, and there's nothing here yet. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to clone. And then I'm going to put here, and we're going to learn, like I said, as we go. And I'm going to call this one, I'm just going to call it Tracy. I don't need to give everybody Tracy's last name or anything like that. And then I'm going to put in... right here, I'm going to put in, just so we know, and this is something, because we all have to kind of know what's going on. And this book, what's really cool about it is it's all private, you guys, except for when you log in, you're going to see it. And what we're going to ask is, don't go into anybody else's ebook, go into your own with your own name, and you're going to add content to it. And then what's going to happen is our editors are going to come back. We're going to copy your content, your pictures, and we're going to show you what to do. We're going to show you everything what to do. And if you're good, more power to you. If you suck and you hardly know how to write, doesn't matter. I suck and I don't know what I'm doing. Just throw an image or two in there and just throw anything. And I mean, this is the whole concept here. And what we'll do is we're going to copy it over. No one's going to really know anybody in here. And if you want, when you send us an email, if you want your book in a different name or whatever, let us know that. But we have to just know kind of who, where, whatever. So when we go to the back office, you're going to have something here. So I'm going to put Tracy. We can put Tracy here, and then I'm going to put 6/28/22. That's the date created. And then we're going to put more information here as we go. And what we want you to do is I'm going to create the clone. Now, let's just say Tracy's going to come in here. And right here, here's Tracy. And if Tracy wants to be able to come in here, let's say Tracy comes in tomorrow, which is 6/29. It's the 29th of June tomorrow. She wants to come in here. She can actually, and say she puts in a page or two, and she puts in a few images and all that stuff, and it looks pretty good. She's going to upload the images into the main data bank here. We're all going to be able to see the images, which is really cool because it's a ghost book. And then what she's going to do is she's going to rename it. Instead of just saying Tracy 6/28, she's going to put Tracy 6/29/22. And what I would do, we're going to get a system going here, guys. We don't have it yet. So what she would do is, she'd put Tracy 6/29 and say, we would say edited, something like that. We're going to have a format. So and I have Lynn, thank God, and Percy, but everybody that goes in there and does something, say you do a page or two, whatever, and you want it thrown into the master, what we're going to do is you're going to say edited or something like that. Edited, ready, or something like that. So Tracy would rename this like edited, ready, and date it. And then our editors will come in. They're going to throw it into the master book and get it all done. And then what they're going to do is they're going to make another copy for Tracy. So Tracy now will have an entire, copy of say the book. She'll have a copy of the book. But what we ask you is, this is something we're going to have to work together with as we go forward, because we don't want we got to be careful. It's kind of nice that, like, if Tracy has the book, she can go in there and make as many different chapters as she want, and her chapters will be different, of course, in the master copy. But what we want to do is Tracy will have a edited copy and Tracy will have a master copy. And it's my advice is never hit the master copy. I would always, you have a master copy and an edited copy. The reason you need an edited copy is that you can look at what the book is looking like, how the format's looking. So you need to see the whole thing to be able to start, moving forward. I truly believe that. So everybody will at least have two copies, a master copy, Tracy, and an edited copy, Tracy. And like I said, this is going to be a work in progress. And my editors and I'm sure Lynn and Percy and all of you will have some great ideas. So whatever you have, changes are coming. I'm just kind of throwing it out there and kind of telling you guys, just the starting. And we'll have better systems as we go forward. So this is going to happen, and then our editors are going to come in. We're going to redo the entire book, this one right here. We're going to add all the pictures. If you guys look at it now, it's just, it says generate ebook first. Okay, let me see that. Or I'm just going to hit edit. I'm going to hit edit. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to start editing this book. We're going to make the master a master. Like I said, all the information's in another Sqribble system. So we have to come back and meticulously add all the pictures and all the content and all the good stuff there. So I'm just giving an idea. So Tracy, if you're on the line, I'm going to send you an email right now. And what I want to tell everybody is I'm going to give you guys this real quick. Hang on a second. I am going to give you, I'm going to give you all the email that you're going to send to. We got a new email address that we're going to send this to. And if you guys want to be part of this, this is what you're going to do. So hang on one second. I've got a million pages here. Okay, here we go. It's going to be sqribbleBookTeam@gmail, but I'm going to put it into the chat. sqribbleBookTeam@gmail. And we're writing this ghost story about a deal. It's going to be scary and it's going to be good. Okay, so I'm going to send this to everybody. Let me know that you guys can see this. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can send this correctly here. You guys are going to be able to see it. And of course, it's not giving me. Can everybody hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Everybody can hear me. There you go. And that's going to be the Gmail account. So send your information loud and clear. Fantastic. Thanks, you guys. Okay. So this is the sqribbleBookTeam@gmail. That's a mouthful. But anyway, send your name, what you want. Say you'd like to be part of it. We're going to get you started. Let me tell you, no one's ever done this. And I've been doing online marketing for well over 20 years. Everybody likes to be part of something. And when you got a group helping each other, and it can't get better than this. And no one's going to be freaky weird in here. Everybody's laid back. Everybody's going to help each other out. And that's where it's at. And it's going to be very discreet. You don't have, it depends. I mean, if you want us to, if you don't mind us saying your name once in a while, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. And like I said, you can be part of it and only write a paragraph and put a picture in. You can still be part of it. And then your chapter will be a little smaller, but still it's cool. And you guys can at least get started. So if you're just starting out and you don't know how to use the tools, don't worry about it. Just write anything. And this is how you're going to learn. It's the best way to really fire up. And I don't know, for the new people that are here, of course, I've only been doing this since, last year, really. I've been with the team now for a while. And, since I've been in it, I've sold 4 or 5 books and I've made, $10K on this system already. So Sqribble's been very, very good to me, and it's just a side hustle. I really didn't think about it. I had some clients that I knew and I shot out to them. I have another big one right now that I'm working on. Actually, in California. I did one in China and I've done one in Tennessee and Colorado. Now I've got, China. Now I've got one in California that I'm looking at that I think I'm going to get something from that team too. I think I'm going to be able to do it. So, okay, I just sent that off so you guys see that. Now what's going to happen is if you want to be part of it, we're going to give you access to this system right here. you guys are going to be able to come into it. Now, I'm going to take the test out of here. Or as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave the test for now because we're going to rename this to Master, Ghost Agenda Master. And like we said, we don't want anybody touching the Master. You can touch your Master. It'll say Ghost Agenda Master Tracy or Kevin or Lynn or Percy or Yvonne. It'll be your Master. And then you'll have a copy too, like a master copy. And you'll always work in the copy. Just, you'll have your own stuff. And that way, no one will get into the Master because the Master has to stay, really functional, and it has to be only a few people can jump in there and edit it. Because if we had 20, 30 people in there editing the Master, it would be, it'd be a nightmare. It would be a tidal wave, it'd be a tsunami. We'd lose everything. I'm sure I would probably delete everything. So we got to be very, very careful. So this is what we have now. And I do want to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to bring this over, and I have several screens here, but I do want to show you guys something. I want to show you how easy this is going to be actually as we go forward. So I've got this. Let me see what I have here. I'm trying to get as much as I can. I'm trying to find my ghost book. Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. And Lynn, I love Lynn for this. She sent this all to us. So I'm going to bring this over real quick. So hang on. You guys are going to see this. And so this is what we have. I'm going to minimize this screen. I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to pull two screens up so you guys can see all this. And this is my file folder of images that I have. Now, what I did earlier, and I didn't have much time, and Lynn knows this because we spoke just before the call tonight, that I uploaded the images. I'm going to show you guys how to upload images in the system, because once you become a collaborator, a Sqribble collaborator, this is what you're going to do. On any page, let's just say let's just go down to one of these other pages down here. And this is all demo content right here. This is all going to be changed. Just go to any page. Just click on it. Doesn't matter. Because you're going to have your demo version. It doesn't matter what you do to it. If you screw it up, if you destroy it, don't worry. What I would say to all of you guys is sometimes make a copy of the copy with your name on it. It won't matter how many copies we have in the system. It really doesn't. If you have 2 or 3 copies, it won't matter. I mean, I would keep it down a little bit because we'll be running through it. But try it. If you need 2 copies and then a master, that's fine, because I'm one of those guys that, if something screws up, I need to go back and make sure. And always save your stuff. Always save as you guys are editing. And I'll kind of go through it. So right here, I'm on a picture. So what I'll do is hit the little element advanced. This is the advanced editor. And right here. And this is all going to be recorded. This is what you guys are going to do. I want to show you something here. And then it's showing all the images. Look at that magic. I just uploaded these. A lot of these were images from the team. A lot of them were from Lynn that just came in. And I already uploaded all of them. And you guys can see the folder that I made. So on your computer, on your desktop, I would right click and hit new. A lot of times you're going to do this, guys. I'm going to show you. I don't know how Macs work, but I know on Windows, which most of you have Windows, you're going to right click and you're going to say new. And then you're going to say folder. And then the folder will come up and you can rename it like Sqribble. Sqribble, that's what I would do. And then throw all your images and your content in there. Save it to Word or save it to Notepad. Save everything in a folder on your desktop. So remember, you're going to right click your mouse. You're going to hit new. You're going to hit folder. And see the folder that just got created right there? And I would just put in there Sqribble 1, 2. I have to name it something else, and then just click out of it, and there you go. You've got your folder. And then when you're looking for your folder, you're going to be able to upload to your desktop, and it'll be the Sqribble folder, and you upload your images and your content. If you don't know how to even do that, let me know, and we'll walk through it. So if you're on right now and you guys need help how to save to a folder, that's fine. No one, like I said, this is very discreet. No one sees your names or anything like that. And don't feel embarrassed. This is how you're going to learn. It's easy. You just got to do it 5 or 6 times, and then it becomes, all natural. So that's how it works. So I'm going to get rid of this folder. I'm going to right click again and just hit delete because I don't need that. I have so many folders on my desktop. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back over. So what I did is I uploaded all the pictures here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one because I want to show you how easy this is. Okay, so I deleted that one. Now watch what happens. See this folder that I have with the pictures? I'm just going to grab it. This is what you guys got to do. I mean, this is so simple. You don't have to, you can hit upload and find the folder. That's fine. But if you open up the folder and, Sqribble, you can just drag that sucker right over. And then it loads with the blue line. And then right there, it just showed up again. So, and I did these literally within, I did these in probably less than 5 minutes, uploaded all the pictures. And this is what I do when I start writing, is I get all the images and then I'll upload 10 usually. I'll upload usually 10 to get started. And that's how I made $2,700. That's how I made $1,500. That's how I made $1,000. And I did this in the last 5-6 months. Last 5-6 months. And like I said, it's just a side hustle. But I need to do it a lot more because I really love doing it. It's so much fun. So much fun making money. Truly is. Let me see what we got here. Okay, we're looking at this. So you guys can see the images that we have here. Now, what I do need to do is I'm going to get a copy of the book. So you guys get an idea here. Let me just throw a picture in here just because it's asking me to. Okay, let me see if I just did it. Let me see if it came into the where it was at down here. Oh yeah, there it is right there. That's the picture I just did. And we got to put content in here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do once we get started on this, I am going to bring up, so just hang on 1 second. Here we go. I'm going to bring this over. You guys, now I'm going to take this away. Goodbye. And then I'm going to drag over. And then I'm going to condense it just a little bit so you guys can see both images. Because when I work, I have, like I said, I have 2 screens. It's so much easier. I've had 2 screens for well over 10, 15 years. It's nothing big. It's really easy to do. And my computers are not the newest by any means. They're old, but they have the HDMIs that can do it. Oops. Okay, that kind of messed with me. It's kind of messing. Okay, so you guys can see the book here. And this is what we have. Now, this is the true look of the book. And like I said, Lynn is really helping me out, and Percy. And many of you will be stepping up in the ranks as you guys are putting in and doing different things. And like I said, we all got to work together. And I'm sure we're going to take many of your ideas. So if you guys have a great idea on how we should name something, redo the folders, blah, 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 just send it to the email that I gave you guys. And one of the editors like Lynn or Percy or myself will go in there and help out. Once this thing gets too big and too large, I'm sure we're going to need others to help us, but we got to have a structure. We truly do. And I feel this, there's no hierarchy, but there has to be a level of who to kind of report to. And I'm not saying like a hierarchy, but there has to be a balance and a standard here. So like, of course, I'm doing the webinars and all that right now. So if there's something really, really major, I do appreciate that, the editors will come to me and then I'll ask me something, then I'll say, what do you think? And then we'll go back and forth and do it. And it's the same with you guys. So as you come into the system and it gets bigger and bigger, we really will take your input. If it's great input, and if it isn't, don't if it's something that we can't do, we can't do. But, there's no idea that won't be looked at. And many of you will have great, great ideas that we will implement. There's no doubt about it. So right here, we have this. So let's look at this. I want to kind of show you. This is what we had on the original book. I'm going to go back. So what I'm going to do here to start editing, I kind of want to show you guys. This is good practice for all of us here as we go forward. Let me see what we have here. And I'm getting questions. Okay, yes. If you guys can, send whoever wants to be part of the ebook, please send to that Sqribble book team at Gmail. And just say you would like to be part of it. And like I said, I don't care if you write a sentence. I don't care if you add one image that doesn't look good. Just be part of it, because as you're being part of it, you're going to grow, you're going to learn, and you're going to be with people that are rocking and rolling and really going for the money. And as you guys write ebooks and doing it yourself, if you need some help, we're here. If you really have something that you're working on, you say, hey, Kevin, can you help me out? I'm sure I can find some time if you guys have something that you're really stuck on that I can help you out with. And like I said, with the group here, remember, this is one thing I've always said, and I got to keep saying it. This is a deal, and his teams, we all we are data to the team, and we can't be, we can't be soliciting to anybody else on another business, another program. So please, I have to state this every time. I don't do it. And that's all I'm asking. Just be part of the team, but let's never ask anybody to be part of another program or to buy this or buy that. We will get into helping each other, probably buy our books as we go forward. Now, that's a good idea. I like that. So we'll have ideas going forward for stuff like that, because we need to do that. And I want to show you guys some really cool stuff I've done lately on advertising that has gotten me traffic and sales with the company that I'm working with. I'm using a system out there. I'm actually using, I'll tell you right now, I'm using Instagram. And what I'm doing on Instagram is we're creating posts and we're doing some other things, and it's doing very, very well. So it's getting traffic and getting sales for one of the businesses that I wrote, some content for, made some money on. So that's all I can say. Okay, so here we go. Page advanced settings. I'm going to go up here. Let's see what we got here. Let's click here. Let's just see what we got. Okay, we have all this. Okay, this is all the different templates that we have here. Whoop. I'm going to get out of this. I want to see exactly what we have in here. The headline. We've got so much. The cover. We got that. Okay, here's the image, the background image. Let's go grab the image I upload. Now, remember, you have to upload images if you want them on the pages that you're doing. And the reason is, the magical system of programming will create a link automatically. When you upload an image, it'll create a link for your image, and that's how these pictures are shown. It's been that way since the beginning of time, but I just kind of wanted to explain it. So let's go look for it. Let's go look for this picture over here to the left. Let's see if we can find this baby. I think it's this one. Let's check it out. And I'm going to, let me see. Recommended size 794 by, okay, and sometimes I'll write that down. You see right here where it says 794 by 1123? I'm going to write that down. A lot of times they'll stay that same way, and that's pixels, and that usually works really well. So I'm just going to, let me see if I can make this work. Am I doing something wrong here? Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to go there, and I'm going to click. And then it's not going in. What am I doing wrong? Oh, no, it went in. What am I thinking? Of course it did. Okay, so that is the picture, and it did go in. Okay, and then we had ghost agenda. I'm just going to leave this for right now. And of course, it's the Sqribble team. I'm going to make this a little slicker here, though. I'm going to actually, let's see what it looks like italicized. Okay, I'm going to keep it italicized. Now, I don't like the size of it so much. Let's see if I can, well, no, that'll work. Or let me see. I'm going to make it the font size just a little smaller. See what I did here? I clicked in here. I clicked the little element, the little settings tab. And then look at this. Look how easy this is. So I can just drive it down a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. So now, and then here, you guys, I want to kind of make this. Let me see. I'm going to move it around a little bit. And this is how you move it around. So we have that. Oh, and the box. Let me go there again. Hang on a second. You see how wide it is? The width of this little of this thing is 736. I know the Sqribble team here is not that big. So I'm going to put this down to 400 just to knock the box down. It's a good practice sometimes. So see that now? See how small it is? Now I can move it all the way over here without that going off the hook there. And even if you want to go a little bit more, I'm going to go 350. Just, I don't like all the excess because it gives me more room to edit and do everything. Yeah, that looks good enough. So I click on it and then I move it right there, and that looks good. So I'm sure the editors are going to come in and edit it a little bit, but that all looks good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save. So we did that first one. Now let's jump to the next one. Let's see what we got. Table of contents. Okay, so see what we got here? Now look what I can do here. Let me see if I can copy this from the PDF. This is a PDF. Let me see. I bet I can. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to right click. You can either right click and hit paste, or you can hit Control V on your keyboard. So I'm just going to, for the sake of it, I'm going to give you the easy way. Paste. Look at that. And then we got gold boxes here. I'm going to let some of the editors come back and do that. But I'm going to do another one. So let's do another one. And then we can put it in gold. So I'm just highlighting it. Oop. And then inside the highlight, I right click and hit copy. For a lot of you that don't know that. And I know most of you do, but a lot of people don't. So, you know, we got to be nice to everybody to make sure. And that's what we have here. Then I'm going to make this color right here. When I highlight it, see, this is called the WYSIWYG. I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit gold. I'm going to find, where is gold? Come on, baby. Let's try it. Let's see if that's, yeah, that works. That works really well. That's a good color for this. Black sets up really well. I'm going to hit it again. Did I hit the right one? Nope, I didn't. I hit orange. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit it again, and it's the one right here. Okay, now that looks good. So we have 2 chapters on this. We have 3, 4, 5. We're going to be adding to this. Everybody is. We have 30-some pages actually in the book, but we got to keep going. So we're going to have to reformat the chapters here instead of having 20 pages of, you know, or we're going to have to kind of go left and right, I think, to have all the chapters, or we'll format it correctly. Okay, so now let's go down to the next page. Let's see what we got. I'm just kind of going to kind of edit this as we go forward so you guys can kind of see how it is. Okay, now this page was done. So we got part of this in here. So let me go in here and let me see what I can do here. Okay, background image. Now see what I did? I clicked in here and the green editor came up and I hit the settings tab, clicked on it, and BG stands for background. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find this image. So, and I uploaded all these from Lynn. So Lynn had thrown these at me, which was great. Now here's one, but that one has the rose on the floor and one doesn't. So you just got to be kind of watch your pictures. I think it's right there. There we go. Okay, now this is actually, let me see what happened here. What did I do? I wanted the background image. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this, I think. So hang on a second. Let me see what I've got. Kind of went a little crazy here. That's a single image. I'm going to delete that. Yes, I am sure. So I'm going to try to hit this again. Let me see if I can do this. And maybe I'm hitting something a little bit different. Background image. Oh, 794 by 1123. Oh, no, it did go in. What am I thinking? It went in just fine. Jeez. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Okay, so that one's done. Stupid me. I'm not looking left and right. Okay, so that one went in just fine. And now the content, I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. I'm going to center it just a little bit. Let me see how this looks. Now, for some reason, this is not, this color, it's tough. It's tough to get this color to work. So let me just try something here. Let me see if I can put it in black. I hate to do it because the picture's so nice, but let's see what it looks like. No. So I don't want to do that. That's not going to work. Even if I bolded it, see, if I bolded it right there, it's going to be real dark, but it still doesn't work. So we have to use something. And I see why Lynn did this, because it's a tough color to get. I'm going to try yellow. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now because it's the color kind of, that's just too bright. That kind of doesn't work. So I see where she was going. I'll leave that for now. We're going to have to figure this out on some of the content, but it's still good. It's better than it was. And her colors do work here. So we got that. Oh, wait, she had it like this, left to right here. So what I'm going to do is, let's try this, you guys. Let's just see how the book is over here. I'm going to see if I can I'm going to hit the editing button. And then what I'm going to do, so you guys can all see this, see the width? It's 310. That's why you see this little box from left to right. That's 310 pixels. A full page, remember this, is around 700 to 800 pixels wide. So I'm going to take this and I am going to hit that. And this came up 310. I'm just going to make this 750. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's go. And see how it stretched it? And actually, okay, I can see it's just a little bit too big, so I'm going to go to 700. And that's pretty close to what we had before. So that's what we have. But we see we do have a problem with seeing some of the the text and different things like that. Oh, but let me see. Being totally okay, so that worked down there. Let's go down here. Let's pull this down to here, just like she had it, and then this. Okay, and then right here, I'm going to backspace this up. Okay, that's just like what it was like. Then I'm going to pull it down because it did, you could see it a little better down here. And you guys, we're just doing this right now. We're going to actually modify. This is the master, but it's going to look really good once we get it going here. So that looks okay. That looks a little bit better. Oh, that was up, or maybe I got the different picture. I'm trying to see what we have. No, same picture. It just looks a little different on this one. And if I pull this one just a little bit up, I'm trying to match it. Okay. Oh, I see what was going on. I'm way off. There was no evidence. I had to pull this down. That was my problem. And then we need to change that text back or that color back because it won't match at all. So I'm just going to come down here, and I think it's a little, let me see. Oh, okay. Next, seeing exactly. Yeah, I'm not getting the content completely done like I should here. So I see what I'm doing. There's extra text here. So I'm just going to leave this. We're going to come back in and edit it. But you guys, let's just do the pictures for now, but at least you can see that. Hit save as we're going forward. So you guys can kind of see what you need to do. So if we went to the next page here, and that's the image. So let's see if I can at least change this image. Let's do all the images first, if we can. Background. So now I'm going to hit the plus. I'm going to find the old car. And it's right here. And there it is. So now we have the car. I'm going to hit save. So I'm going to get all the pictures. Watch how fast this can be. This can be very, very quick. So I'm going to go down to the next one. And let's see if I can get all the images here. Okay. So the next one is the gal here. I'm going to put her in here. So I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go here. And then we're going to find the pretty lady that looks deadly. Okay, she's right here. And I see it's a little bigger. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I can just hit this and I can make her a little bit bigger. And it says maintain ratio. If you don't know what maintain ratio means, either one of these that you hit, it'll take the left and right axis. It'll make it all bigger at one time. Just watch. The whole picture will enlarge. Okay, it's 310. I'm going to guess it's 400. And then it will change this one automatically. Watch. Okay, 400 went to 463. That's a little bigger than that one. That's okay, though, for now. I'm just going to leave it. Then I'm going to hit save. This will make it a little easier when we start editing it. And then we'll go forward. Hang on one second. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm getting questions here. Okay, I'm glad I got editors because they're helping out already. Yes. Well, guess what? That's what we're going to take. So make sure you send things to the Sqribble book team at Gmail. So we're going to go down here. And this is going to be kind of cool. I want to show you something here that comes up. So this is the next one. And of course, let's see what we got here. Now, what I want to do is I want to hit this and see the color, you guys? See, this is a gray and this is a black. So I'm going to hit this, which I did, and it says background color. I click right on it, and then I'm going to try to find the gray, a dark gray. Oh, a little darker. Too dark. Oh, I'm close. Not close enough. Okay, you get the point. So I was able to change that. Okay, now we use the kind of the same picture here. I'll just leave this picture for now because I'd rather not use the same picture or part of, and that's a different picture view, but I'll just leave this one for the sake of it. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Let's see if there's anything below this one. There wasn't. So what I'm going to do is, let me see here. I'm going to delete this. Oh, wait a sec. I'm going to actually, for 1 second, I'm going to do something here. Let me see. So this picture is here. We'll come back and do this. Or you know what? I can show you real quick. Let's just pull this down a little bit. I have to change the picture. And the reason is I want to try to show you at least one way we're going to edit the entire thing quickly, or at least close enough. So I'm going to try to find her if she's in this images. Do I have her? Do I have her? Where are you, girlfriend? I can't find her. Okay, maybe that one's not in there. Or maybe I'm just blind. And if I am blind, excuse me, I'm just going to use the same picture again and put her there. That one. I can't find this one exactly. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this content. I'm going to delete it or highlight it. I'm going to take this and put this in here. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit paste. Then I'm going to stretch this. I'm going to take this picture, pull it down a little bit, take this. I'm going to hit that. And my guess is it's going to be 500 width. You're going to get pretty good at this. You really will. Okay. And now I have to make the font a little bigger. So I highlight. You don't even have to highlight it. Just, well, let's see. Hit that. And then I'm going to go up here and I am going to hit this. And I am going to, let me see what the element's telling me here. Okay, I do have to highlight it. Hang on a second. So I'm going to highlight that. And let me see if I can find that. Okay, border size. Now, what am I doing here? I got to find out what I'm doing here that's not making it larger for me on the font. Let me see. There it is. It's on this editor. It's on this. See, I've been using the other system too, the presenter system, and some of their editors are a little different, so I'm bouncing back and forth. That's fine. So we're going to go here, 16. I want to get it to this, which I think is probably closer to 22, 23. Yep, 23. I think it is. So there it is. And then I can pull this picture just a little bit down and right there. And then I can take this. I can copy it. Now watch what I'm going to do here. I am going to see if I can add an element here. So hang on a second, you guys. So right here, this is the easy way to do it. Now watch this. I'm clicking in here. Then I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit duplicate. This is the easy way to do it. And see, it's behind the scenes here. So I'm going to take this picture and roll it over here for a second. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back to around 300 because I'm putting it over to the left. So it just scaled it down. There it is. Here, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to paste in what I just did. And there we go. Now, she had a little bit different. I'm going to bounce it down just like that. I'm going to pull the picture up. So you guys are kind of getting the idea of what we're doing here. This is not being used, so I can actually delete that. Delete, yes, I'm sure. So you can kind of see how fast. I'm just trying to, help it get started and get it in here and get everything going. So there we go. And then down here, watch this. I'm going to delete. No, I'm going to, the headline. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to delete that just for the sake of it. Yes, I'm sure. And then this one, I'm going to delete too, because you guys know what I'm doing. Yes. And then this one, I'm going to delete also. Thank you. And then this one, I'm going to copy. So there we go. Oop. And it's hidden behind there, so I got to move the picture just a little bit, pull it down, put it here, put the girl back. I'll put her right there. And then this, remember guys, I hope you're seeing this. I have to make it like 500 again, or 600. Let's make it 600. Let's see if that's enough. Pull it back. Nope, has to be a little bit more. I'm going to go 650. Oops, not 61. That'd be crazy. Okay, so there we go. And it's right there. And then, of course, we have to make the font a little bit bigger. So you guys see, I just built the page, kind of copied it. I'd have to get the right picture, take this up and put this down just a little bit right there. I mean, it's close. And then here, let me see I have to find out what the font size is here. 23. Okay, let's go to this one. See what the font size. So you guys can kind of guess. Same thing. So we're all good. We just have to format a little bit better. So I'm going to hit save. And you guys can kind of see as we're building the book. Now, by next meeting, this book's going to be completely done, of course, and we're going to be editing and doing all sorts of things within. By doing the collaboration, we can actually train on Sqribble probably the best possible, because we can show you guys how to use all the editors, the imaging, and everything. If anybody has a question on anything here, please let me know. If you're brand new and you don't understand the editors, or you need me to walk through something, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate at all. So yeah, just don't hesitate one bit. Okay, so now we're in the next one. So now you guys can see this one. And this one's a little bit more crazy. Now, you guys are going to see something here. Now watch this. This thing has way more pages, the original book. This only had limited amount because we just used a regular template. And as we go forward, we're adding pages. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to, let me see, page number, go back. No, I don't want to do that. I want to add another page. So what I am going to do, like I said, I've been doing all sorts of these things. I have to add another page. Single image. No, I don't want to play that game. Let me see. We have that. So, oh, wait a sec. I have to go back up here, I think. Nope. I'm going to generate another page. Let me see what we got here. All pages. We have this one. Clone. Okay, I'm going to clone another page. That's what I'm going to do right here. So watch this. Okay, so what it did is it just cloned another page, gave us another page. So now what I can do is, we got a bunch of pages. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to have to keep redoing that and clone the page as we go forward. Just like everything. So let's see what we got. There we go. And that's the fastest way to do it. Over here on the side, you can just hit clone and we'll keep going. So I'm going to clone another one. And then I'm going to clone another one, because this thing's like 30 pages. Now we're going to go up to the last page. Okay, it's right there. We know this one's going to be black. So you're just going to click in there. You're going to hit the editor. You're going to see background color. We're going to go to black. There you go. And you guys kind of see how it's going. And remember now, this was a clone page. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually, let's just take this, and what I would do is just put this over to the side right here. I'd put this up here, because look at the format here, what we got going on. We have the picture over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the picture. I'm going to say, go get the picture. Let's see if I can find this one real quick. Oh yeah, there it is. And there we go. And then I can drag this picture up to where it was. I got to pull this down just a little bit. This is going to work great. This is going to be fast. So this goes here. And then of course, I can take this. And it's not slow. It's pretty fast actually. So I can go up here and then paste this in just like it was. And let me see what I got here. Okay, at least his father, homeless. Okay, so this I see has to be a little bit bigger as we go forward. And it's a little different format here. Let me see. Left her. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this just like had. And then I'm going to go down. Nope, that didn't work. I just have to make it a little bit smaller, I think. Hang on a second. Let's just make this, instead of 310, I'm going to make this 275. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Okay, so I'm going to make the font a little bit bigger here. You guys are kind of getting the ideas of what we need to do here as we go forward. Here's the font size. It's 23, so that's what we were using. So I'm going to go back down, and I'm just going to come back. We're going to have to come back in here and format this just a little bit better. Okay, this, of course, easy. Just copy the whole thing. So let me go in there. I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to jump into this box, and I am going to hit paste. Okay, and there we go. So we're getting it more or less. We just have to format it a little bit different. And there we go, then must do. And see how there's paragraphs here? So what you're going to do is just going to kind of play with it a little bit. And this is just a little wide, I see, compared to what we had before. So the width, I'm going to go down. Let me see. I want to see he. Okay, hang on a second. Oops. See, I just keep going down until I see that there we go. And that's pretty close to what we had before. And then just make sure you're going up here and you're, using the paragraphs. Keep going down. And then he hated. Okay, that's another one that's down. Then below that one, the meat right here, his brother. That one, and then the other one, a deal. And this is how you do it. This is how you really go in there and you can make edits and you can do pretty much anything that you want. I'm going to get rid of this one. We don't need that. And then I'm going to pull this one down and we can keep working on it. But you get the idea of how fast you can actually go in here and do things, even if you're taking, from a story from someplace else. But as you guys start writing, you're going to be writing your own content, adding your own pictures. You're going to be doing all that good stuff. So remember, if you need to upload a picture and you're going to someplace like Pixels or any place where you can get free images, you're going to upload it. So you're going to take it from your desktop and you're going to hit here and you're going to say plus, and then you're going to say upload, and then it's going to find it, your file on your desktop or in your files, your downloads, whatever it is. You're going to upload it into the data center here, into the file. This is our own file for the team. Your pictures will be mixed with everybody else here because this is collaboration. You're going to have your own Sqribble, and I hope to heck you guys are writing your own books and all that stuff. And if you guys need some help as we're doing these meetings and say, hey, can someone come over and help me out? I'm stuck. We will. That's also good training for all of us. If you're not embarrassed and you want someone to help you, if you want to make money, ask. There's so many of us here that are very, very good at writing ebooks. I mean, I can't compare to most of the people in this within the group here. Everybody else is really darn good. So I'm going to hit save again just to make sure we're saving it. And you guys, I could go on, and I will. I'm going to be going in here and editing and doing all the good stuff as we go forward. Now, the next thing, okay, look at this. This one's already gray, but it's not gray enough. So what I'm going to do, just so I know the pictures are kind of good, I'm going to try to get that gray closer. Let me see. Okay, that's a little off. Boy, that's a hard gray to get. Can I use that one? No, I can't. Sometimes the editors will let you do it. That's close enough. So we know that one. And then this one's another black one. So if I can just format these a little bit, what's going to happen is when I come back through, it's going to make it so much easier for us to know what we're doing. It'll go black, gray, if you know what I mean. So that one's black. Okay, next one is a picture. So there's a picture coming up in this one with the row. So I'm going to get rid of this one real quick, just so you guys know. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. So we'll get rid of that one. Yes, get rid of it. And I know the picture, so I'm just going to add a picture. I'm going to say image plus. And these will be recorded so you guys can go in here and see exactly what I'm doing. The editor is probably the toughest thing for you to learn at first. Once you know it, it's second nature to you. You will be able to fly right through it. So right there, we got a lot of things done. We're not quite halfway done yet, but it is flying. Does anybody have any questions? To get an exact color, can you use the pick color extension? You know what, Deborah, I'm hoping that's what I haven't used the pick color extension. Usually it's on the editors themselves. I mean, I know Presenter does it automatically. That's a good idea. I'll see about that. One of our team members here is asking if I can get the exact color. And what she means is a lot of times if you're going for a color, like on a background here, you can actually click on anything like over here. You could click on the color. It'll automatically populate it over to here. And it's a really cool thing. It truly is. It really does work well. Let me see what we have here. We have another picture. So we had that one. So I might as well throw another picture up. Let me see it. I'm flying on the pictures. Hope you guys are getting this pretty fast here. So that's the, oh no, one had the rows with no plate, and then this one has with the plate. So I'm going to get rid of this picture. So you see what I did? So this is all demo content. You guys are just going to take it out, get rid of it. And like this right here, we're not going to be doing Facebook on here. So just get rid of it. Just click on the element you want to get rid of and then hit delete. Yes, I'm sure. You guys can duplicate. I duplicate a lot. It's the easiest and fastest way to do something. And then, of course, you know, here I don't need the thank you because we're a long ways from thank you. This book's going to be pretty large, very large. We'll come back and we'll put the content in it. I hit save once again. And am I at the end of the book here already, or did I use all those pages? Let me see. I think I did. So let me see what I can do. Okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do again, guys, you know I'm going to clone it. And then I'm going to clone it again. Clone it again. And then, of course, I'm going to go back to all these pictures. The last one, which is this guy. And that's the one where, let me see the rows. I might have had a different picture here. Yeah, that's the one I just had. And then after this one, we're going to go black background. So what I'm going to actually do, let me see. I'm going to leave that picture just in case. I'm going to get rid of this picture right here. I'm going to delete it. Yes. Oh, no, I shouldn't have deleted the page. I should have changed the background. What am I doing? But we made a lot of copies. We're fine. So I'm going to go black. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, hang on a second. Picture here. We're going to go in here. Background color. Fill the width. Okay, okay. Let me see. Okay, I am doing something wrong here because I know if I take that out, it's going to delete the page here. So I got to come back here and do the, oh, let me see what I got here. Okay, I've got a paragraph here. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need that. Delete the element. Now, if you guys ever need elements in here, remember too, you go up here, just, you know, click inside, and then what you're going to do is say a headline or a paragraph, you know, you can do, or this shows you all, what am I thinking? This shows you all the different pages the elements do in this one. Shows you all the different pages. So if you click here, it goes way down to the other page. If you go down to page 4, it's going to show you page 4. So elements is great if you want to click to see exactly where you're at. You can also click on pages. It's going to show you that. You can do that too. The elements does the same thing. Pages is just more streamlined. The settings, of course. You know, generate the table of contents. You can generate that real fast. Colorizer. You can do so much with this system. And of grids, of course. I use grids all the time. That helps us balance the text. Like here, real quick, if you guys want grids, I always go like both. And then you can see how this isn't lined up perfect right here. Let me see. Where is it? It's close. It's close. Yeah, it's funky. Let me see. Yeah, that's a little better like that, actually. But that's what the grid, it just helps you line up everything. Then you go back up to grids and you say remove. So you guys know that. So we've got all that in there. We have to go back and put the content in and do everything else as we go forward. So we can use the pick color. That's cool. Okay. I see that. Someone's answering my question here. Is anybody here brand new to writing ebooks? If you are, please let me know. If you're brand new to writing ebooks, if this is your first time. Okay. Okay. We got a few people that are brand new. Okay, don't worry. We're going to walk you through it. All of our trainings will show you a lot of different things. Yeah, we have several people that are brand new to this. Great, great. Well, that's the whole reason why we're doing this, is to train you guys further as we go forward. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring somebody on. Lynn, I'm going to bring you on real quick, and I just want you to kind of tell people what's your thought. Lynn is one of our editors, and Lynn has done a great job. She's brought a lot of pages in. I've been super, super busy, of course, and she's done a lot of input. So, Lynn, if you don't mind, I am going to actually bring you in here just in a second here, if I can, if that's okay. See if I can find her in all the group of people. Hang on a second. There's a lot of people. Where is Lynn? Okay, there we go. Okay, Lynn, are you there? I think I can hear you, Lynn.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Lynn, you might want to input something on the collaboration. What's your thought on some of the stuff? And people can send to that email. And what are some of your thoughts on the collaboration, just so we can dial it in? A lot of people ask me to become part of it. Then a lot of people don't send me an email, or I can't get back to them. So, any thoughts, Lynn?
I think right away that most people are afraid to start out. And, it doesn't matter how much you want to put in, guys. Just a couple of sentences, or just put in a picture, or even if you don't know how to phrase it, just throw an idea at us. Say, I want the ghost to throw all the pictures off the wall or whatever, and we'll put it in the book ourselves. So don't be afraid to shove whatever idea you got at us.
And that's a good idea, Lynn. And so you kind of gave me a thought. If you're brand new and you've never taken an image online, when you send an email, say, yes, I would like to be part of it, but I don't know how to edit. Can you do a quick training on editing? And we won't mention names. We don't have to do that. Or say, I need help finding pictures and sizing them. Can you do a quick little training on that? So we can walk through that in the next trainings. We'll take your information that you sent to the email, to the Sqribble, to the Sqribble email, and scribblebookteam@gmail.com. So send us anything there at any time. Say, hey, I need help here. Can you guys, walk through this? And we will. And so whatever you can possibly think. Any other ideas, Lynn?
No, not really, right offhand.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do then, and Lynn, I want to talk to you and Percy both, but you two are going to be the editors. So we're going to have Percy and Lynn become the editors. I'm going to be in there too. They're going to be doing quite a bit, I'm sure, in there. Anybody else that comes in and has any input, just let us know. And please send us that you want to be part of this. We have a lot of people that want to become part of it, and we're going to probably only take like 20, 25 into the system. And as it grows, we'll probably have to use a second system and a third system and so on and so forth. So if you want to become part of it, this is the best way to learn. It truly is. Lynn, thank you. I'll come back to you a little bit later, and we'll talk here real soon.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. And that's Lynn. She's done a fantastic job. She's thrown a lot of pages into the book, as you guys can see here. This is the original PDF of what we had put together. And of course, Lynn had done a lot of this. Percy had injected. Some other people have injected. And what I'd like to do, and maybe on this, maybe so we can keep track of it when we start, and this is just an idea. If you want your name or whatever you want on your pages, maybe that's a good idea so we can see it. If you don't, you can just put Sqribble Team. You're going to be doing the editing. So if you want to put your name, like page by, just so we can keep track, that's fine. If you just want to put page by Sqribble Team, that's fine too. But if you want to put your first name only, go ahead and do that. Like, by Lynn, by Tracy, by Kevin, by Percy, so on and so forth. Yvonne, all that. You guys can do all that stuff. It won't be difficult at all. It truly won't be. I see we got some new people here too. Welcome, Tony. I see some people on here that I haven't mentioned before, so I do appreciate you guys being on. Therese, you're always a help. I do appreciate Deborah. You always give me good input. David, glad to see you back, buddy. And of course, we got Nance, and we do have John. Welcome. And Sharon, welcome. Peg, pleasure to have you in. And there's a couple Deborahs in here, actually. And Tracy, welcome. I see you're in here too in the house. And there's so many more. Bill, thank you. I appreciate it. Shanda, welcome. Okay. Welcome. Does anybody have any questions? And is there anything that people want to see as we're doing these trainings? Please give me some input right now. Just throw anything in there. What are you guys wanting to learn how to make, of course you want to learn how to make money, and what some of the, the methods are to go out there and find clients and things like that. For me, that's one of my things I've been able to do. So if you guys want training on that, we can do that too. I can show you some of the different ways I'm doing it. And if you need help within the ebook, how to edit, and everything else, please, we just need input as we go forward. So don't be afraid to say anything, as we start doing this. And the first thing I would do when you guys send us an email, and I have to say this, I did send an email. Tracy, I won't mention your last name. I'm sure you don't mind, but I hope you got the email, Tracy. And like I said, we don't have the book done yet. But Tracy, you were the first one besides some of us I sent this system to, the username and the password so you can log in. But we're going to create a system for you here real soon, and we'll go forward. But the first thing I would do when you start writing pages is go get 3 to 5 pictures. Go get 1 picture. Go get 2 pictures and just import them and upload them into the system. That's probably the first thing you want to do. So remember, when you come in and you're logged into the system, your name's going to be here. If you say you want to be part of it, we're going to create a copy of the book for you, and then it's all yours. You can come in there and you can, you can do anything that you want. You're going to be able to add pages. And remember, when you add pages, you're just going to do something like I did. You're just going to come into the book and say, this is Bill's copy. You're just going to go up here and hit dupe or clone. And then as you go forward, if you need something in here, you can do, you guys can add anything that you want within here. You can add different pages or different things, current templates. You can do headlines, all the stuff that you guys want to do. You guys will be able to do that. So I'm going to get out of this. So add content, if I wanted to do that, let me see what we have here. Oh, we have all sorts of stuff we could add content. But you guys are going to be adding a lot of your content. I know you are yourself. And if you guys need help with doing that, okay, so you did get the email, Trace. I just saw that. Great. So Tracy, you can log in, Tracy, anytime too. Your book's not going to be there yet. You won't see yourself there. Give us a couple days. We're going to start doing everything. At least we started, and we're going to get going right away. So these are this is what you're going to see when you come in here. You're going to see like test 1, test 2. You're going to see master copies, all that. But you're going to see your name too. We're going to have a lot. I'm going to make this bigger. You guys are going to see a lot of books in here from different people. You're going to see a lot of different names. And like I said, when you see your name, you're going to go in here and you're just going to say edit. You're going to go in there. You're going to hit the edit button. And then this is your book to add to. Just throw us a page or 2. And I think it's one of the best ways you guys can actually do something and get started. Who knows where the book will go? If we can get this thing to 100, 200 pages, it would be wonderful. And I'm sure we will. With all the people injecting, I'm sure we will. And if I got an email from a couple different people that are editors, true editors in the field. And so if you're out there and you're on the call, let us know. Let us know that if you have any expertise that we can utilize within the system or any hints or, information that will help all of us, that would be great. So this is going to be your book, so to speak. What you're going to do here is you're going to, you can go in here. This will be the master, and all you got to do is go in here and start editing. You can edit anything you want. If you wanted to, your copy, you can delete and just put your own content on every page and then keep adding to it as you go forward. So say you were in here and you didn't need this right here, or the table of contents, you can leave that. But say this one right here, you could re-edit this and just put chapter 00, whatever, because we know it's going to be by you. And maybe put your name's going to be on the template. So just go in here and start editing. Put new pictures in. Do whatever. This is a copy. This is going to be your copy. And we'll know that. So we'll place this in the right location within the book. And then what I would do is keep your copy going. Like if you start here and you do 10 pages eventually, just make the pages keep going. And we'll know kind of what's going on within the system, going forward. We don't want to get too confused. And I'm sure from there, if we do, then we'll figure that out as we go forward and go on. Okay, does anybody else have any questions? And I hope this was a good one to start with. Let me see, someone else is saying something. Yes, Yvonne, and I do appreciate that. Yes, very much so. I think this is going to be one of the best things. It's time to inject. If you guys are part of a team of people that are making money with books, you're going to be able to feed from that. You're going to be able to do the same thing because The closer you are to people that are successful, it turns you into the same successful person. It truly does. So, reach out. That's all I can say. I am fearless when I, ask anybody anything. Fearless. I do not care. Anything that I do, I basically just go straight ahead and ask the questions, and it pays off. So never be afraid to ask anybody, anything within the group here. And if you have anything you need, remember, send it to the Sqribble, email account, sqribbleBookTeam@gmail.com. So if there's no more questions, let me see what we have here. We have another one. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. You know what? That's a good question. Someone was asking here if the book is going to be too large in the system. Several years ago, it sounded like there may have been some issues. I'm sure they've got it, fixed by now. And usually what that is storage. There's a limit on storage within each system. So we're going to find out if we have any issues like that, or if anybody sees any, this is a good thing. If anybody sees any glitches or things not saving correctly, let us know immediately. Send an email quickly. We're going to be making backup copies, PDFs all the time. I'm going to be making copies and I'm going to date them. I'm going to have like every few days, I'm going to make copy after copy after copy. And I did this when I programmed. We made copies every day. We always had to have copies of our database because the system would go awry, and you never wanted, if you lost something, you only lost a day's worth of information, not an entire week. So great question, Trace. Great question. So we'll go back in there and we'll make copies of everything so your stuff won't be lost. And it might be wise for you too, if you can, to download what you have. If you put in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pages, you guys can download your section of the book and save it. That's a good idea. Great idea. Okay, let me see. Purse, I'm seeing what you're saying here. We just make volume 1, then volume 2. Yes, absolutely. We can do that. That's a great idea, Percy. Volume 1, volume 2, go on, so on and so forth. Wonderful idea. And as this goes on, I'm sure it's going to turn into a monster. And as we go forward, we're going to get better and better and work much closer. And we'll probably go on to a next book and another book. And we'll reach out and we'll keep going. We all have stories to tell. We all have a lot of different things that we can put forth. And everybody has something that is amazing. So with all of that, everybody, we're going to cut it off for the night. I appreciate everybody being on the Sqribble call tonight. This is going to be unique, and this is a learning experience for me too. I've never attempted a collaboration on a book with this many people, but I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, be part of the team. Send your email in, say you want to be part of it, and the rest will be history. We'll go forward from there. So everybody, thank you for being on the call. I really appreciate everybody. And go get some sleep, Yvonne. Some of the people overseas, it's late. So everybody take care. I do appreciate you. And we will see you next Tuesday. Everybody take care. Thanks, you guys. Bye-bye.